Hello and welcome to another review. Today's review is about the Vodafone Smart Tab 2. It's manufactured by Lenovo and this was sent to me by Vodafone UK, so thank you very much to Vodafone for sending me this. Do go on their website and check out the different pricings for this product. You know, you can buy this as a sort of pay-as-you-go, or you can pay monthly for it because it does have a 3G SIM card slot, which I'll get to in a minute. For those outside the UK who are interested, I think this tablet is available in Germany and Italy from what I've seen. And if you are interested, this is manufactured by Lenovo and it's called the A2107A. That's the model number. But let's start off with a review and look at a little bit about the hardware of this device. So it's powered by a 1 gigahertz CPU and it also has 1 gigabyte of RAM included. The screen is a 1024 by 600 resolution on a 7-inch tablet, so you can see this is a 7-inch device. It has a pixel density of 165 ppi. You can see here it's one of the older generation devices because you can see as soon as I tilt it, the viewing angles aren't very good. But this device is aimed at a different market, which again I'll get to later on. It runs Ice Cream Sandwich 404, so let's see if I can go into the settings and show you that about the tablet. And you can see it has the nice dual split screen, so you can see Android version 404. At the moment, Android Ice Cream Sandwich is the latest version for this. Then the cameras, we have a 0.3 megapixel camera on the front, and if I turn it around, there's a 2 megapixel camera on the back. Next thing, the battery is a 3550 milliamp hour battery and it features a GPS, so this can be used as a sat nav, as a nice 7-inch screen sat nav if you find a car holder for this. And turning it around as well, you slide the back cover off, which reveals the SIM card slot, and then there's a micro SD card slot, and this takes up to 32 gigabytes of this micro SD cards. You can see here Vodafone SIM card inserted because this is obviously Vodafone. Yeah, the other version, the Lenovo built, official sort of Lenovo built A2107A, I'm sure will be unlocked, so you can put multiple different SIM cards in there. So just slide the back cover back on. The available storage on this device is 1.85 gigabytes. And yeah, as you can see, it can be extended. So if you want to put music videos and stuff like that on there, you can put a micro SD card in here. I'm just showing you around the buttons here. You can see here the volume rocker is on the right hand side. It's very conveniently placed because if you hold the tablet like that, it's really comfortable to press, no problems there. Then on the left hand side, you can see here it's empty, so there's no button here. At the top, let me show it that way, you can see here there's the power button. This is to wake the device. Then you have the micro SD card slot at the top, so nice convenient way to have the micro SD card slot at the top. Then you also have the headphone jack at the top and the microphone, and on the bottom you have nothing apart from a little sort of serial sticker. So as I said already, it runs Android 4.04, and when I was talking a little bit about the processor, what I meant by, this is sort of one of the older generation processors and the display as well, is because this device is mainly aimed at sort of using it around the house for, maybe having a look at recipes, reading your books. You're not going to be able to do, a lot of heavy content on this device because of the sort of processor in it. But it's got plenty of power to, so you can read your books, so you can go on browser, you can go on, on the App Store, you can play 2D games. It's really well built for that. But also let me show you what else is inside the app drawer, the sort of apps you get. I have installed a few extra, but you get sort of the standard Vodafone apps like Help, Login. You get the standard browser as well as Chrome installed. You have a media page here, so you can have a look at these, the media manager. So that's, to do with music, stuff like that. So you can do media sharing. Then let's have a look what else is inside. You also get documents on the go, so you can see that here. So that's for a little bit of editing of documents. You get the Facebook app pre-installed. You get Flash Player, which is nice. You have Foursquare, so it's like like one of these social media apps. You get the IMDb app installed, you get a file manager installed, Google Plus, all those apps sort of you'd expect. You can see here the Play Store, all pre-installed playbooks. Really, really nice that these apps come included, because sometimes you find tablets that don't actually have any of this installed. Then you get a touch power keyboard, which is like a third-party keyboard from the Google Play Store, which comes pre-installed. So this is the keyboard here, the touch power keyboard, and you can do swiping on it, which is nice. So you can do, swipe that way, or you can type normal. Don't know if that's visible. Let's see if I can bring it closer to the camera and show you the swiping. And it actually picks it up really well. You can include different languages as well. So that's a sort of pre-installed keyboard that comes with it. Then other software that comes pre-installed with it is Google Translate. You get TuneIn Radio, which is a really nice radio app. You get Twitter pre-installed, video player, weather, wiki, encyclopedia, and Zinnia, which is reading magazines. It's a bit like Play magazines, but I think it has actually a much broader range of magazines, and I think a lot more languages as well included in Zinnia, because it's been about for much longer. But yeah, that's really the apps included. Let's show you a little bit of sort of gaming, and I'm going to go a little bit of 2D gaming and show you what that runs like. So this is the 2D gaming here, and let me turn the sound down a little bit. It's going to be difficult playing through the camera, but it is runs reasonably well. No stutter, no lag here. As you can tell, I'm really crap at this game. And no, it runs reasonably well, no problems there with it. You can play the 2D games. You can see here that the screen, because it's sort of an odd resolution, it's difficult to to show, but you can see the little black bars either side, and obviously at the bottom you have the normal navigation bar. So because it's just such a awkward resolution, the actual screen is not fully filled out, but that's not too much of a problem. You can still play the game nice and comfortable, so no problems. Then let me go to the home screen and let's actually start a 3D game and show you what that is like. So I'm now starting Riptide, and this game actually came pre-installed on the HTC One X, and it's a really fun game actually. You need to tilt the device, so you might get a bit of reflection of my camera, but and the lights, the studio lights I've got. But I mean, it can be replayed reasonably well. It's not something where the graphics are going to be as good as a Tegra device. You might feel the occasional stutter, but it still plays on a 3D graphics, no problems. And you can see here my driving's absolute crap. The camera probably won't pick up the little lag, but it works really well. You shouldn't have any problems at all playing this game. Like I said, you might encounter the occasional stutter, but nothing really. Obviously you can see it because of the reflective screen and the fingerprints on it as well. But gaming, good fun, no problems there. I'm sure you can play more demanding games, but I'm sure it'll sort of drain the battery a little bit more, and you might get a little bit more stutter. And that brings me on to the battery life. This tablet lasts pretty much a day. You might want to charge it every night if you're going to use it daily, sort of for reading and stuff like that. But a day's worth of use, you comfortably get out of it. So to sort of summarize, this tablet is not designed to compete with your likes of the Nexus 7 that I have here. Actually, this isn't designed to compete with this, purely from a sort of spec standpoint. But it's significantly cheaper than the Nexus 7, and also it has the 3G SIM slot. And I know the Nexus 7 does come with a 3G SIM slot, but this is a lot cheaper. And if you're just going to be using it for browsing, well, most people do, checking your Facebook, stuff like that, reading your Kindle or your playbooks before you go to bed, play the occasional 2D game, it's absolutely perfect, and it's well worth purchasing if you're in the market for something like this. If you do go a little bit heavier and you do need more sort of more hardcore processor, then go and have a look at the Nexus 7. But for the sort of market it's aimed at, it's more than good enough. So thank you very much for watching. Please feel free to subscribe. Any comments, please leave them down below. Hit the like button. It helps out massively if you've enjoyed this review, and I hope to see you in my next video.